Okay, we are live. Good morning. This is Paul Romero with the Sell a House Wholesale. No, this is the Swiss Gold Global Independent Business Owner Network Marketing Training number 148 on a beautiful new op day. Well, semi-beautiful. Any voice, John? No? No, you're muted. I can't hear a word you're saying. You want to try go out and I'll send you another invite? I don't know what's going on here, but Google is not cooperating with me this morning for some reason. I don't know why it keeps doing what it did earlier. I'm just not. Where's my? There we go. Light. That's better. You can see me now. Okay. Sorry about that. A little bit discombobulated because of the Google-licious machine here this morning, kind of throwing me off my game. Anyway, that's my chair, by the way. I'm not gassy this morning, but it sounds like that sometimes. Anyway, here we go. So, Swiss Gold Global Independent Business Owner Network Marketing Training number 148 on beautiful New Op Day, June. What is today? The 15th? Would that be correct? I do believe it's the 15th. Hey, I think I hear something there.
Can you hear me?
Yay! 3 tries, finally.
But you can't see me, can you?
I don't care. I don't want to look at you anyway. No, that might change. I don't know what the heck's going on.
I decided to do it from my phone.
Okay. Oh, is that what's going on? Oh, there you are. Now you're live.
Yep.
Jiminy.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, well, happy New Op Day, everybody. Welcome to the Swiss Gold Global Hangout. I finally made it with, geez, I bet you we're running a few minutes behind here. 8-something, 8:03. Oh, it's not too bad yet. Yeah, no. I don't understand. We were having some Google-licious issues this morning.
Yeah. First of all, I don't know why. This is like the 3rd time it's done this, but when I start the Hangout, a box comes up and says to invite people. And that's usually where I send you your first invitation. And this is like the 2nd or 3rd time it's done this now within like the last week. But when that box comes up and I type your name in and I hit invite, it won't do anything. It just sits there with a frozen screen. I'm like, what the heck's going on? And I have to go in and out and restart this. And I have to go restart the whole, completely recreate a whole new Hangout in order to come back in, and then it'll invite you for some reason.
I guess, Google Hangouts is a free app, so I guess we get what we pay for, huh?
Yeah, anyway, say something for a minute. I've got to send this text real quick.
All right, well, say something for a minute. So you want me to say something and hold it for a whole minute?
Yeah.
Now, like we said, excuse the technical difficulties this morning. Paul and I do actually have some content prepared. As you know, New Op Day is Own Your Life New Op Days. It used to be called Own Your Life Mondays, but we've since changed that. And those of you who follow Paul and I either through our Swiss Gold Global Network Marketing Hangouts or our Wholesale Real Estate Hangouts, you know that we're trying to create a new, more positive language to use on a daily basis. And it starts with getting out of bed in the morning and not thinking of it as getting out of bed in morning, but thinking getting out of bed to face a new day, a new rising, a new opportunity. So it is New Op Day. Paul is now finished with his text. It is Own Your Life Plan New Op Day. I almost used that other word again. Jeez, it's so difficult. So, we've been on this book now for almost 9 months, and we're finally coming to the end just so we can start from chapter 1 and bring it all back to you again, because repetition is the mother of learning. So, Paul, why don't you, now that you're prepared, you got your book, you got your text messages, we've got 15 minutes left to give these people some content, so jump right into it, my friend.
Yes. Own Your Life 45-second presentation. Do you know what that 45-second presentation is, John? Let's hear it.
I don't know, Paul, but when you subtract out the time of the day, it just takes driving, getting to and from work, and doing all the things throughout the day that you have to get done. And let's just say you did have all the time in the world to yourself. Would you actually have enough money to do the things that you want to do with that time? So let's suppose I found a business system that could give you more time and give you more money, and it's simple, actually really simple, that anyone could do it. You wouldn't be interested in hearing more about that, would you, or know someone that would be? Something along those lines is the 45-second presentation, something like that?
I think that was about the 32-second version, but yeah. But yeah, that's basically it, is, you know, just asking people about their life, basically, or just making a statement about life in general, and then throwing the fact that, you know, we found a way to do a home-based business that's so simple anybody can do it, that you wouldn't want to hear some more about that, would you? You know, who wouldn't? Wait a minute, a home-based business, okay, so simple anybody can do it, doesn't involve any selling. All right, I want to know more. You know, so the 45-second commercial is, you know, right on point. I mean, it really it hits right to the heart with the first part, and the fact that by the time you sleep and eat and shower and brush your teeth and get dressed and get in the car and drive to work and spend your time at work and have your lunches and make your food before, during, and after, and pick up the kids and go to the bank and hit the grocery store and do your laundry and mow the lawn and do all these other things that you have to do, that and quite honestly, I never thought of it before the 45-second presentation was shown me, but you really do only have a freaking hour or two of life, of your entire life per day, for you to do the things that you want to do. That's just like crazy to me. So yeah, I mean, the 45-second presentation is right on point. It hits the target, and it's a great way to get people interested in what you have to present. Now, Chapter 17, let's see, we just did Chapter 16, which was why 90% of the population should be in network marketing, and I think we pretty much got the point home on that, that where else can you get the kind of return for your money, your investment, et cetera, and so on, even the money that you have, especially in today's world now, because I mean, this was written in 2004 or something like that, when there was actually some interest that you could get, and he uses 5% in the book, and you can't even get 5% anymore. But at 5%, what did you need, like $2.4 million in the bank to have like $10,000 a month of income? You got some double issues going on there. Your other Google just now came in or something. So, and then just to have $5,000 a month income through the traditional sort of systems at 5%, you need $1.2 million. And how many people today are saving $1.2 million in their entire lifetime, let alone, in 3 to 5 years, which this plan and your network marketing system for us, Wisco Global, will create for you if you are diligent and do what needs to be done. And I kind of get into all that because Chapter 17, where we're going next, is the system. This is kind of a bonus chapter. Any comments, John?
My only comment is Google is very frustrating this morning. I apologize for that little weird thing that had happened there. I got myself switched back over to the computer because I figured out what was wrong with my computer this morning. Can you actually hear me right now?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, yes. I guess my computer had to reboot and update itself to Google Hangout. I don't get it. But anyways, my comment there, I just want to throw in something that's extremely important. And I think, and that's about time and why the 45-second presentation is so powerful. Just as Paul said, when you really break it down and, you're at work for 8 hours and you're driving to and fro and you take care of the kids and just going to the bathroom, showering and eating sucks up all your time. And you're really probably left at the end of each day with 3 to 5 hours of time to yourself. My question is, what are you doing with that time? You should be, I feel, and this is what I do when I don't have my kids, because it's really hard when you have kids, and I understand that. But if you had 3 to 5 hours each day, you could be spending those 3 hours each day learning a business system that if you stick to it and apply it 6 months, maybe 18 months, in less than 3 years, let's just say. It's not a get rich quick thing at all. This takes dedication. This takes time. This takes learning and practice. And, Paul and I are still working this system, year and a half. And we're not giving up on it. We know that we haven't devoted as much time as necessary to be financially free with it yet. The point I'm trying to make is that there is such little time in each day when you factor in all the things that happen in life. And when you do have that free time, right now is the time to be spending learning something new that you could apply to your life that can turn around and buy you back time and pay you for your efforts. Such a thing as network marketing is a system that really can do that for you. And I just wanted to throw in my little sense on that, Paul, because you're about to get into chapter 17, which is the system. And it's about, like, right now, you might not have a lot of time, but spend the little bit of time you do have trying to learn this system, because you could, if you put these pieces together into your life, you could actually be buying back your life and owning it. Hence, own your life. That's why this book is entitled Own Your Life, because that's what this is all about. So go ahead, Paul.
Well, that is what it's all about, and you brought a little something that I want to elaborate on now, and that is the fact that this whole time thing. The time thing is what it's all about. It's a vicious circle here, though, because for freedom, to have freedom, you need two things: you need money and you need time. Because first of all, what good is time without money? You're gonna be sitting on your butt, and what good is money without time? You got a big pot and nothing to do. But in actuality, if you've got the money, you can create the time. So, but the thing is while you're trying to get to the point where you have both the time and money, that's where the sort of the vicious cycle is because you have to spend all of your time to get the money to, make the next step, which that's where the bridge, that nobody crosses that bridge right there, because you spend all your time to make the money, and we're creatures of we want instant gratification. So instead of saving the money so that we can create a way to get across that bridge to financial freedom, we end up spending that money and we end up getting nowhere, because that's where the whole thing is. So that's how this cycle goes around, is you have to spend all your time to get the money so that you can have the money to get your time back. But there's a little gap there where nobody, like I said, nobody crosses that bridge. So that's the tricky part, and that's where the system really is, the bridge to that gap. Because if you can start getting some extra money, that's what it's all about, is getting extra money, because you've already got a lifestyle and you've got money coming in and you're comfortable with it and you can live there and all those things, and you can spend all your extra money as you have been doing, and you can do something extra to create extra income. Then you can actually start focusing upon crossing the bridge. So anyway, chapter 17, and I know you got more to add to that now too, but we got to get into something here out of the chapter.
I know. I just had a horrible thought, which has nothing to do with this hangout, but keep going.
Chapter 17 involves, the system involves 3 simple steps. You ask someone that has been in network marketing for a while Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The system involves three steps. I'm going to kind of read this because this is interesting right here. If you ask someone that has been in network marketing for a while, how much training time it takes before their new person can go out and sponsor someone, they'll tell you that it doesn't take 1 or 2 hours, or even 1 or 2 days. They'll tell you that it literally takes weeks, even months. Very often, their new recruits never sponsor anyone and drop out of the business. The reason that they haven't sponsored somebody is very simple. They haven't sponsored anyone because nobody has taught them something that they can do. That's what this system is teaching someone something that anyone can do. This bonus chapter is going to take us through the system, and we'll see how simple it is to use. And once we realize that absolutely anyone you know who wants something can do this business using the system, you'll have so many people that you can talk to, you won't even be able to get to them all. It's just a matter of understanding that you should not prejudge anyone, whether they can sell or not. If they want something, they can build this business. That's the key point. They don't have to be salesmen. You don't have to, like I said, prejudging someone. You don't have to think for them. You don't have to try to figure out who's going to be good at this. Because if they want something in their life, if they want more, that's it. They're qualified. And if they're willing to give in order to have more, that's what you're going to find out with the system. John?
Yes, I'm glad you read that, Paul. And it got me thinking about something because of our real estate business. We actually took a similar approach that we learned from this book here, the Swiss Gold Global Own Your Life Plan business system and model for network marketing. And Paul and I have actually applied it to another one of our businesses with some very good success rate, I'd say. We've done very well. This system works. But I want to throw something in because, yes, I agree. You don't prejudge anyone that's coming in. And, for me, I'm not necessarily looking for a salesperson. I'm looking for somebody that's hungry, somebody that's driven, somebody that wants to learn something new, and someone that is open. Those are kind of the requirements. And they don't have to be even a great communicator, but they have to have a certain spark, certain within them. I had this thought yesterday. What creates a successful network marketing business? And I'm the business, okay? What is going to create success amongst my downline? And that's their accessibility to me. I was actually thinking about this when you're really considering who you're going to spend your time with. And I apologize, Paul, if I'm kind of jumping ahead. It's just reading this certain paragraph out loud to me just got this thought in my head. Is that if you want success in this business, you have to be open to learning, and you have to be part of a team where you can rely on your upline. That is so critically key important. And we pointed out time and time again that, if you're on Paul's team, Paul's going to answer his phone. If you have a question that Paul can't answer, he brings it to me. I'm going to answer my phone. If I can't answer it, we've got Jeff, we've got Claudia, we've got Bill Rao. Okay, you have a support system. You also have to be that support system if it's going to work. Yesterday, Sunday, I was saying with my real estate business, this is what got me thinking. I had several of the team members texting me, calling me, and asking me questions throughout the day. Well, there was about a 3-hour period. I was tied up doing some stuff with the church, and I wasn't able to get to their calls, and I actually felt quite bad. I mean, you've got to have a life outside of the business, right? But you also have to realize, when getting this business kicked off the ground, up and running, you're making a commitment to not, you're really not making a commitment to your upline, because as someone who sponsors people in, I know that most of the people I sponsor in, unless they're seeing immediate results, it's hard to keep someone motivated and learning the system and coming to the hangouts and this and that. But once you've got somebody that's on your downline The next thing you have to really instill in that person is they have to be willing to pick up and answer their phone, especially when it comes to the people in their downline and it comes to the people on their team. You know, I think one of the reasons why maybe network marketing organizations may fall apart is because you get the mentality, the salesman mentality. Okay, I got them signed up. I'm done. On to the next. This business does not work that way. It requires you to continually be available and open to working with the people that you're sponsoring. It's a big difference here. And it just, you kind of, you know, moving forward, I think through this chapter, I think that's something very important to keep in mind, is making the distinguishing between the salesman syndrome, that we're not going to go out and sell this to hundreds of people and then we're done with those people. We're kind of moving slow through the ranks to find the 5 gold ships. And I know that's going to get more into that in chapter 17, but I think that's a very important thing to keep in mind throughout this, is that, are you the kind of person that's going to be dedicated and committed and available to the people that you're sponsoring into this business?
Yeah, which turns right around and relates directly to what it just said in that chapter, that it doesn't matter who that person is. If they want something and they're willing to do, willing to put in some effort, if you're there to stand by their side and help them and hold their hand basically and carry them in the right direction, they'll become successful at it. But as soon as you turn your back on them, and as soon as you let them wallow on their own, they're done. They're gone. It's history. It's not working. This is bull. What the hell did you get me into? Why'd you waste my money? All that stuff. And you've alienated somebody. You have to be there 100% of the time. And that's why when you start this business, it's all about sponsoring and being there and teaching and training, because the more you get your initial line taught up and trained up, and they're able to start doing a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and they're working with their people and so on and so forth. As this moves on down the line, then the amount of time you're still going to be doing this, what we just talked about, but the amount of time that you have to spend doing it starts shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And that's what's good. That's what's so awesome about it, because eventually you really don't have to do anything at all. It'll be going on without you. But, if you really want, at that point in time, you'll probably want to be out there, sharing your experiences with somebody. So that's what's really cool about it. Anyway, that's it. There's the intro to chapter 17.
Hopefully when we come back, we'll have a smoother transition and be able to kick this thing off right away. I know it was a little rough start there. We were having issues getting this thing started this morning. I know I was. And so I apologize for the slow start, everybody. But chapter 17, read it, because this is a really meaty chapter here, actually. So we're going to get into this hardcore on New Op Day next week. What do we do on Wednesdays, Paul? It's Swiss Gold Global Product Wednesdays. So,
yep, exactly. Product service, and what is this business we're in? So with that, everybody, universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, consisting of the power to control and direct my own being to whatever end I might desire. Have a great New Op Day, everybody. We'll see you back here on Wednesday with some awesome, what's that thing? A website information.